Hello, everyone. Welcome to GNU according to CD. That is Government of National Unity. Look, guys, look at this. And then tell me that crime in this country, the criminals are actually taking our Minister of Police seriously. But what I like about this is that their faces can be seen on this camera, meaning that if the police are serious, they can find these people simply by speaking to communities of South Africa who live with these men who live with these men. These are the communities that will say, I know who that is. Call the police. Even if it means you call one. You call one, you've caught all of them. You might even catch the syndicate that is involved in this type of crime. And we know this crime is not a South African crime. And I bet my last nail, none of those hijackers and kidnappers are actually South Africans. So there you go, Minister Mkunu. You got your job cut out for you. There is a lot going on. These guys are not listening to you. I know you have fired some warning shots, and you had a tough talk in your media brief in the Eastern Cape. I don't think they heard you, sir. I don't think that they heard you. They are still comfortable looking and hunting for business people to kidnap for ransom. So it's still happening. You are fighting extortion, decide you are neglecting these kidnappings because they go hand in hand. It's the same people. These are the same people. So, guys, if you are a business owner, please be vigilant. Stop driving expensive cars. I'm not saying you don't have a right to. Right now, the situation is saying put your expensive car away. Just put it away. Take an Uber. Take an not Bolt. Bolt these days is also doing some nonsense. I will tell you a story. Let me list this. Probably I should do it now. Guys, if you are going to take, Bolt, I know these days that Bolt drivers they also moonlight as what do you call these people, Ubers, especially if they have like these nice cars. Now there's this new crime, and if you request a Bolt, and then indeed a Bolt does pick you up and instead of dropping you in your destination, they take you elsewhere. Clearly, you cannot do anything. Doors are locked. You'll probably be wondering, maybe you may not even paying attention. You'll be on your phone. Stop being on your phone when you are in a Bolt because you are going to find yourself in some township in the shacks somewhere. And number one, you'll be beaten. Number two, they are going to want to get into your cell phone banking details, or is it your mobile banking? And then they will wipe you clean of everything that you have in your account. It doesn't matter how much you have. That's how sick these people are. And thirdly, they are going to beat you some more. They will threaten you, some of them may even delete you. So be careful with bolts, guys. Be vigilant, especially if you see or you requested a bolt that says FISO. But the FISO you see on the profile picture is different from the driver. Don't go in. If the number plate is saying this, but the number plate of the car that is picking you up is different, don't go in. And make sure that you stand at a distance before you can even reach the vehicle, because you'll never know who's going to come out of the back of those cars. Stand at a distance. Stand at it. If you're requesting from your apartment, be on the other side of the gate. If it's at home, be on the other side in the yard. And always have 10 111 dialed as well. Always have 10 111 dialed as well, in case things happen. Even when you are inside the Bolt and you see that your Bolt driver has passed your destination. Sometimes they may even say, oh, I'm trying to avoid the police. Can we take this route? Say no. Let's go through the police, where the police are at. Do not allow them to take a different route, because you are going to put yourself in danger. And I am not saying all Bolt drivers are doing this. Sometimes it may be a legitimate and genuine request to avoid the police or a pothole, whatever the case might be. But do not allow it. I'm just saying, for your safety, you tell the driver, for my safety, sir, I'm sorry, I cannot allow that. This is the route we are taking according to the app. Unless you're the one who tells the driver, let's take this shortcut and this shortcut, and it's going to get me to my final destination. So we are fighting many battles in South Africa. And all of these are not perpetuated by South Africans, because how many South Africans own and drive Bolts? I saw with the so-called Bolt war between the green, white, and green and South African, they thought that South Africans are the ones that actually got hurt. No, it's not South Africans. South Africans, we don't have that kind of money. Remember, we're unemployed, lazy, and all of that stuff. How can we own vehicles to put them on Bolts? How can we? Because we're lazy. So all that war, it didn't affect South Africans at all. But the people that are picking you up as Fiso, who does not speak Zulu, that's not as Fiso. Don't go in his vehicle. Cancel. Because you may find yourself in a situation like this businessman. I will also make this call once again. If you're a business owner, be vigilant. Stop driving fancy cars, because that's how they can confirm that you are indeed the target they are looking for. If this garage or petrol attendant did not come risking his life and rescued this businessman, he'll be gone. Did you see they were holding rifles? Where are these rifles coming from? This was a very good question that was asked by a journalist to Senzo Mchunu. Where are these rifles coming from into South Africa, in the hands of civilians? Where is that route that is used, or that corridor that is used to get these machines and threaten our lives? So, Senzo Mchunu, you better study that, that surveillance camera, and arrest these people. Let's get to the syndicates. Use your intelligence, the police intelligence. There's time for them to start working now. These things would not be happening had they worked in the past. Had they done their job in the past, this would not be happening. It's about time that the South African police are feared. Just like other police forces on the African continent, you would not even try look them in the eye and then blink. You would not do that. So it's time we turned these men and women in blue uniforms the most scariest, because they're too friendly. And besides being too friendly, they are in the pockets of these criminals. That is why crime in this country is so prevalent. It's prevalent because they are in the pockets of these criminals. Overhaul the subs, Mr. Mchunu. Overhaul. Let's start from fresh. Let's start from scratch. Let's hire people who will do the job, that are going to be feared and respected. This is scary. This is scary for anybody that drives a nice car. or a car for that matter. We cannot be tortured and terrorized in our own country like this. This is unacceptable, Minister. Unacceptable. Get these people, arrest them, throw away the keys. Do what you've been doing with the extortionists as well. I support that. Trust me, I do. The stuff that you're doing to extortionists, do it to these guys. Send that message. I thank you. P.S. guys, regarding the Bolt thing. So, from what I am understanding, apparently there are criminals that hijack Bolt drivers, right? And then when they hijack the driver, of course, there are two things that they are going to be doing to the driver. They take the car and his phone, the phone that when you request, it reflects who is the person that requested. They pick you up as per the request and all that stuff that you already know while they or somebody comes to pick you up, some people are remaining with the Bolt driver, extorting their families. Basically, they kidnap the Bolt driver and then they call the Bolt driver's family to demand ransom for them. In most cases, from what I'm hearing, they always delete them. Unfortunately, they get deleted. And then the vehicle with his cell phone, they wait for requests from you and me. And then when we make a request, then they know where their next victim is going to be, either for extortion or to kidnap you for ransom or to get into your banking app and then wipe you clean and sometimes even delete you. So be careful, guys. This is real, and they're using Bolt in most cases because Bolt, it's security, it's not secure like Uber. I would rather you take Uber, but then again, if you take Uber, these Bolt drivers, they also moonlight as Uber drivers as well. So you are basically stuck in a rock and a hard place, or a hard place and a rock in this situation because you just don't know who to trust, unfortunately. It looks like we don't know who to trust when it comes to this situation. And I'm sure the Maxi taxi industry is celebrating because of this. But, anyways, guys, I thought let me just add that because I forgot to mention it. Okay, I forgot to mention it in the main video. So just be vigilant, guys. That's all I'm asking you. Be vigilant.